Like the zebras are known for the hectic fight. You know, they will be very, very vicious when the males fight each other for the dominancy. But I know that zebra can, you know, bite and kick and all that. Then you see a flesh wound on the orphan's male zebra's bum, you know, open cuts. But as much as these zebras can be hectic, the giraffes fight is also very, very hectic if they become quite intense fight. I don't think I've seen a lot of like zebras injures each other through their fight from biting each other, but I don't think I have seen them actually like die from the fight. Probably they can get wounded, and if they get infection, I'm sure it can cause. Oh, they're coming back. These guys are funny. Okay, I hope they'll just go on the top of the hill so that I can also just go up. Alright, looks like it. They changed its direction. But yeah, with the giraffe, I have seen them die from fighting. Personally. Okay, let me just try and go forward. Okay, much better. So many giraffe. Now it is the journey of giraffes as they travel through this beautiful bush. Here, lots of red-billed oxpeckers. And zebra just farted next to us and then started running too. Let me just go forward a little bit so they see the zebras and the giraffe together. I'm glad this road is fine with the signals. Yeah, it was very intense to watch. And it was quite like emotional as well, because then one broke its neck and couldn't like keep standing anymore, so it fell on the ground, one male that was losing the battle basically. And it was still alive for like a while, even after I can't stand up anymore. So it was still sitting down with like still the neck up, so the head is still up, so basically lying down, can't stand up anymore. And as like we approached in the vehicle, like that giraffe wanted to stand up, obviously, because feeling vulnerable, not being able to stand up when the car is approaching. And back then I just didn't know, because I've seen them fighting on that day, but I didn't think one got like that hectically injured. So I thought it was just resting, sitting down during the day, which was a bit weird. But then as I got closer, like, I could see it was struggling to stand up and it can't even stand up a little bit. So I was like, oh. And then we stayed there for a while from just the distance watching him. And eventually he put the head down. And then that was the last moment. He couldn't put even the head up at all. And from there, it was quick. A lot of animals arrived and ate the meat. And there was a lot of vultures as well. Let's just see, the zebra is still here. Although giraffe is moving. Maybe they're gonna come down to leopardam. That would be nice to see them drink. So maybe we will move along with them and see where they're heading. I don't know where the zebras came from. I wonder if they came from the leopardam already. Well, let's see. It will be nice to see them drink. Looks like zebra is following the giraffe too. They like staying together. Why not? Why not make use of your tall friends for safety reasons? I'll do the same. Yeah, it was quite sad to watch that male giraffe. It wasn't a big reserve, so I knew every single giraffe we had in that property. So it was very emotional for me to watch that one male die. It wasn't a big reserve at all, actually. And there was only eight male giraffes in the property. Whoa, so cool. There was like a red-billed quillias flew over us. Hello, zebras. Beautiful zebras. can't wait for this leopard quillia, the little LBJ. It can look like LBJ, but makes a huge flock, and I can't wait for them to do that. Makes such a stunning scene in the bushveld in winter time when they make gigantic flock. Like even in our area, they can be in a big group as like, you know, a few thousands of them flying together easily. I'll show you if I see one. They just flew over past. Maybe we'll see them by the water as well. Hello, zebra. We are like taking on a walk together with this zebra and a giraffe. The leopard dam is right here, but these giraffe looking like it's looking over to the water from the distance, not walking towards it. Why not? Okay, let me just stop here and then see what they're gonna do. There's one male on this side and another male on that side with a female. They look like they are talking to each other, almost facing each other.
Exactly where we left them this morning. I did check just before I left this morning, there was no tracks coming out. And then I also checked now when I got mobile, no tracks coming out. So I think they might be under that big marula this morning.
I'm hoping that one's gonna go and drink. You don't have that bird. Ooh, Cookie. I'm not gonna give you a new species on your list.
I just walked in a little bit there where we saw them enter. I can't see anything there, so they must be on the northern side of the track.
Copy, thanks. Last update from Jujani farm manager is dog.
Don't worry, Cookie. I'm sure you'll see tons of them. It's the right season to look for quillias. Oh no, these giraffe. I was just being gentle. Give me some space. Hoping they're gonna go head to the water, but they don't seem to be sticking to our ideal plan.
Copy, thank you. I'm heading north now. I'll go follow up in that area, but that's, again, it's that thick block where that lion took the buffalo. But if you do see anything on the breakaways, if you can just keep me updated.
So now a lot of vehicle is trying to relocate that breakaway pride that is in the railway area that we can't go in.
Good afternoon.
So hopefully they move and come out to the area we can view them.
So I'm thinking of heading into that direction.
Apparently at this point there's no trucks coming out of the railway or no visual, but there's also no trucks coming out, which is a good thing because it's still in there. So let's wait for some updates from these guys while we enjoy some peacefulness time with these giraffes. He maybe wanna even like interested in this lady in front of him, but it's like such a huge difference in size. I don't think that can work. But this is the skew one, skew Osikon one that has a und on top. But in general, the size difference in gender is quite huge for the giraffe. So the female giraffe is much smaller than the male giraffe, and especially when they are sexually mature, female is very like much smaller than when the male is sexually mature. So if these dominant male, okay, there's now 3 giraffe males looking at this poor lady, and they're like kind of cornering. So there's one on the right and one on the left and then one in front of us, and this lady is like all in the middle, and they're all looking at this little little girl. Shit, I wonder what's gonna happen. So they look like they're quite interested in her, but like it can be very traumatic for a very young female that just became sexually mature, because you know, have to mate with these much bigger giraffe than herself can be hectic. Imagine the weight that comes on her.
If you enjoyed your safari with PaintedDog TV, why not book a live, virtual experience by downloading the PaintedDog TV app on both the Android and iStore.